So today was kind of a bit of a shorter vlog. We just did mostly shopping and just eating food and strolling around. We kind of switched path with the last day because today was freezing, so it was -3, and then at 9 a.m. it was like 0 degrees Celsius, but feeling like a negative kind of minus weather. So we were like, yeah, we won't wear any handbags, like we won't really enjoy wearing them because we'll be freezing honestly, because you even still have some snow around, so it didn't even melt because how cold it was. So we switched back, and so today like I didn't really feel comfortable like filming in the stores where you have a lot of people. Like I don't really want to show them, like I'm the main character of our vlogs with Vicky, but I don't want people to feel like they're in my vlogs when they don't want to. And so I just filmed like bits of shopping, and afterwards we just kind of bought some souvenirs, some last things for our family and friends. And this way our last day will be kind of chiller. Like we just need to be like, we just need to go to the palace, wear handbags, and go to Bakshan Hanok village, and that's pretty much it. And it's going to be way warmer. It's going to be around like 15 degrees, so we thought that it would be better just to like enjoy the experience a bit more. Otherwise, yeah, one of the recommendations I would say is like, if you have a specific brand that you like, for example, I like some products from Innisfree, I decided to go to the flagship store at Myeongdong, and I got like a bunch of products like for free. Same thing, like they do 1+1 deals, so there were like a huge pack of like sheet masks for like 40,000 won, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy it, but I was like, that's mostly for my mom. But then she was like, oh, if you get that, you get the second one for free, and I was like, you know what, I'll get them. And you had like, I don't know, like 10, 15, 20 maybe, I don't remember exactly, but like it was a huge brick of sheet masks, and I was like, okay, I'm getting that. And then I got a few products for free. Same thing for Daisy. So we went to Daisy like at Lotte Mall, and we got like, I got some free products. Same thing here, like we went to the flagship store to another one. It was huge with like the cafe above, and then you had down below you had like all the perfumes of Daisy. And again, my sister got like a bunch of gifts. Like she bought a cushion for my mom, and she got the same one for free, and she's using it as well. So she was like, that's such a steal. And they had like 1+1 deals for blushes. So I definitely recommend going not only to Olivier, but like if you know you have a specific brand that you like, maybe also check the flagship store to get like some free gifts, and they also have some deals, you know. And the other thing, second tip, so it didn't really happen at the beginning of our trip, but towards the end there were some stores or some cafes but didn't take our credit card nor our debit card. So it happened to my sister once, maybe a couple of days ago, and she kind of freaked out. She thought maybe her card was like blocked or something, but no, then she like tried to use it in another store, it worked. And for me it happened today. So when we went to the retro shop to do our perfume, it happened that my card was declined, like it didn't go through. And sometimes it happens that some stores like your credit card might not go through, so it's always good to have some cash. So we had cash, and that was perfect. So I definitely recommend still bringing cash just in case, like if some of your payments don't go through. For example, we went to 3 different Oliviers, and the first time my sister paid in cash. The second time in the second Olivier, she paid with her credit card. And the third one, her credit card didn't go through, which was weird because mine did go through. So, and we have the same bank, same card. So I was like, that's just so weird. So just in case, bring some extra cash. Just this way you have like a peace of mind, but everything is going to go through. For the caricatures that we went today, same thing, like my card didn't go through, but I had cash on me. So just be mindful that even though like a lot of stores and a lot of restaurants are accepting like tons of credit cards, but still might be a few that don't accept some foreigners cards. So just in case, bring some extra cash. Otherwise, like the caricature was super fun. Like maybe we were there for like 20-30 minutes, maybe less. I don't know, I was a bit tired because we walked a lot again today, but I was so grateful to like sit there and they were just drawing us, and it turned out so pretty. Like, it's such a nice memory. I'm gonna show it to you more tomorrow because like with the daylight I think the colors will be more kind of representable and like you could see them better. But the drawing was so cute, and you have like, this one is a bit more expensive because they use a lot of pastel colors, but you have a lot of those like stores that do those kind of drawings, or a bit different ones that are for cheaper. So definitely just stroll around and we found those. And for Dazik, like, I was actually surprised, like it was so beautiful, right? And with the cafe I thought it would be kind of more expensive, but I think like some cafes around are pretty much the same price, and it was just like a nice experience. If you go to this flagship store and then you go to the cafe, it was really nice to kind of get a break and just like sit down and relax. For the perfume though, I was, guys, so impressed. So that was the only thing that my kind of sister booked. So Vicky was the kind of, she's the person that follows me. I like to kind of organize and plan, and she's kind of like, I'll go wherever you will go. So, but with Retro, she was the one that planned everything and booked everything, because like it's always better to book, because when we went you had a lot of people, so just like book it in advance. And it was actually so fun. Like they put something like on our like forehead to measure our brain activity, our eye activity, and we had the picture in front of us, and so they were giving us a bunch of scents to like smell, but they were like, what kind of scent do you usually like gravitate towards to? So it's done in English. Like if you are worried if it's like only Korean, no, you can do it in English as well. And so I kind of said like, I like cozy scents, I like floral scents, I don't like super strong scents, but it's not really my thing. And so she started giving me out like some samples while looking at the picture, and there were actually two scents. One I was like immediately no. I was like no, it's I didn't like it at all. And she was like, okay. And then she kind of repeated the question again of like, okay, so exactly what kind of scents you like? And I said like, I don't like strong scents. And then I love the scent, and honestly my perception of scent, I'm actually kind of worried. I'll actually never describe scents to you guys, because I thought I was smelling like cotton or something, like super cozy and all of that. And when I smelled that, I was like, I love it, and I love it so much. Turns out it was tulip. That's why I'm telling you guys, I was so off, because they kind of give you the results afterwards. And out of the 7 scents I smelled, so it was like on a scale from kind of, I guess, negative to 1 to 10. And there were these 2 scents. The one that I didn't like was negative, which wasn't surprising. But there was one where I was like, trying to be nice, and like it's so like it's not bad. Turns out it was negative. So I guess my brain activity was like, no, we are not picking this one for our perfume. So that was actually interesting. And I had one that was 10, so the maximum, and that was tulip. And another one that was quite high as well, it was musk, and I actually like musky scents. So this one I wasn't surprised. And then as you could see, like they have like a lot of, I guess, essential oils, but anyways, you have a lot of them that you kind of pick. They give you the retro bottle, and then you put like some, for one of the scents I had, like you need to just put 1 drop, just one. So I really need to be like light-handed, and then some others I need to put more grams and all of that, so you kind of make your own perfume. And that was super fun, even though my hand was shaking, because I was like, I don't want to go beyond, like there was a reason for these numbers. So it was super fun, and Vicky's perfume turned out amazing as well. Like that's definitely her scent. But when I smelled mine, I was absolutely mind blown, because I think that's my for sure signature scent. I was just so shocked, because like it wasn't that expensive. We chose the bottle that's a little bit bigger, and it was 45,000 won. And I honestly didn't expect much, because I smelled some other perfumes, like, you know, at the malls while we were like shopping, which were way more expensive, but I didn't like. But this one, guys, absolutely, like, it doesn't smell cheap, not at all. It smells absolutely wonderful, and I guess for me it was an absolute match, for my sister as well. But some people were kind of like, oh, so that's the perfume that I got. Not that they didn't like it, but they didn't expect it. But for mine, I absolutely love it. I don't know how I will be able to get it again. I don't know if it's ship worldwide, but I hope so. Otherwise, I'll need to come back and just be like, can you give me 2 bottles of those? Because absolutely an amazing scent and just like a fun activity. So Vicky and I went together, but you had like a few couples, you had friends that came in, and that was just fun because like then you kind of get to also smell the scent of the other person. And honestly, for my next trip, because I'm definitely coming back to Korea with Vicky and hopefully with my whole family, I'm definitely going to use one picture that I used for like Namsan Tower on my Instagram. I would love to use that picture or just like another like fun memory. And you can send me a picture in advance, so you need to like complete a Google form when you make a reservation. But otherwise, the day off, you can also like scan and like send them a picture. So both work. The only thing, while we are in Korea, you know, people say always look up, and like sometimes you find things like in small alleys. So that was the case with like Studio Bomb, the color analysis, and same thing with Red Rave. Studio Bomb, like you had at least a big sign. This one was like a small sign, like as you could see in this like vlog, it wasn't like easy to spot. And I really recommend using like Naver Map and Kakao Map because Google Maps doesn't really work here. But otherwise, it was such a fun day, like mostly shopping, but I think for some people that love shopping, it's actually really, really great and pretty affordable, especially like if you saved up for this trip like we did for a while. It's actually really great and I loved it. This day was actually fun. I'm not super into shopping, like I'm not like a shopping person. I'm more like skincare, hair care, but I still had so much fun. The only thing is like, even now it's not the season. Most of the stores are crowded, especially in Myeongdong, so be aware of that. But you'll definitely have a lot of people, so don't go into rush hours. Try to go maybe if you're like visiting a little bit earlier in the day, just like if you don't like big crowds or having like tons of people lined up to like actually look at the product. Maybe go a bit earlier in the day. Otherwise, Zeke and I are going to finish the day with some mochi, strawberry mochi. It's the ones that we got in Myeongdong, but we actually found out that you had one like while doing the caricatures. We went past by this, and I think that's the same, yes, brand, but way cheaper. So Myeongdong, like street food, just know that it's like more expensive because these ones at Myeongdong it was one for 5,000 won, and these ones we got four for 13,500 won. So definitely cheaper. And we also got like some how do I say that? I don't remember the word in English. My brain is not cooperating with me today. So raisin. Oh, grapes. Got it. So we got some grapes, and it was written about like on the sign that it was 8,000 won, but actually when we bought it was 4,000. And we got to try some because like we wanted just to buy because we saw a lot of people buying that, so we're like, it must be pretty good. But she was like, no, taste it first, taste it first. And we tasted it, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So we're like, okay, we are taking those. We kind of skipped dinner because we had way too much for lunch. We didn't know that like the pancake is going to be that huge. Okay, so we also ordered like the chicken, and it was like for 2-person kind of sharing size. So when they brought out this pancake, I was like, okay, we are definitely not gonna be able to eat dinner today, but it's okay. It's going to be just like some snacks and fruits, and I think we'll be good for today. And tomorrow is going to be another fun day. Thank you for watching, and just like hoping you are enjoying the vlog so far. Bye guys. If you guys watched some of our previous videos, you know that Vicky and I were able to secure some Caratland tickets for day 1. And honestly, it felt so unbelievable because the whole Seoul trip, we planned it like months ago. Like we planned it back in end of November, December, and then when the dates dropped for Caratland, it felt so surreal that it was literally the same week as we were going to Seoul. So it was honestly amazing. We got like a transportation sorted out and we met some really lovely girls and carrots. And the whole day was just like amazing, guys. 17 made it so memorable alongside carrots. We honestly shine so bright together. I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but it was just like wholesome. And I'm so grateful that, you know, all the stars aligned for us to make it happen. And I'm really, really grateful for that day. So it was also amazing with the weather because when I was checking the weather forecast, it was saying that it's gonna rain on that day specifically, and I was like, why? Bad day. But in the end, it turned out fine. Like we had sun. By the end, it was freezing, but we just wore warmer clothes and enjoyed the day. I honestly wish I could go back, but just seeing the pictures and remembering it is already enough for me. Thank you, 17 and Carrots.